Do your hello, and welcome. Woohoo! Yay, it's Friday night, and we have special guests. Woo! We are continuing with our season of gratitude. Oh, by the way, if you don't know us, I'm Ava. This is Doug. We are Potterfield and friends, and welcome. We are continuing our season of gratitude where, we've been doing lives for a little over a year now, and we are just so thankful for being a part of this community and for all the friends we've made. And if you told us in the beginning when we were all scared and nervous about starting a channel that we were going to make friends, we would have been like, huh? But we did, and we're so thankful. So last week we featured Van Life with Gina in our season of gratitude, and this week we are featuring VanLifeRocks for our season of gratitude. We also have a special guest tonight, Canadian fishing musician, and I'm so excited to get to introduce him to all of you. I think you're going to love him just as much as we do. Well, let's see. I see someone in the basement. And I'm going to bring him up. Here we go. Ta-da!
What's going on? What's happening? Thank you very much for having me up here. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I brought some friends. You guys know these guys.
I do. They're awesome.
And amazing.
I saw that was so cute. I'm like, Doug, look at the tree.
I got your swing right over here too.
Awesome. We love sitting in our swing. So you were over at your live having margaritas, and so I'm having my my Coke. Oh my gosh.
Doug, what are you drinking? Are you drinking coffee? What are you drinking, Doug? Oh, some Sprite. Cheers.
He drinks Pepsi. I drink Coke. I don't know why I said that. So I've got my Coke in my fancy glass. So here, we get your cup up here. Let's do a cheers.
Let's do a cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Whoops.
Cheers.
Ooh, okay.
Cheers.
That's hard.
I don't know, but it's hot in here.
I bet
I'm on fire.
Fine, but I've never had a spicy margarita, and I don't know that I will.
I recommend it. I reckon. Don't drink it too fast. It's burning my stomach right now because it's on fire.
Oh my gosh. Well, I didn't see how much you ended up putting in there.
Whew. Right now we have, I don't know, 3.5 red hot chili peppers in there right now. But it's definitely spicy. There's a bunch of seeds in there, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh. So, first of all, for those who aren't aware why we're celebrating red hot chili peppers, why don't you tell them?
Because in a few more hours, I have the opportunity to go see one of my favorite bands in the entire world. I've been wanting to go see them for the last 20, 25 years. And as you guys know, nature, music, and people inspire me. And music inspires me to do all kinds of crazy things. And I just love them. And I'm super excited to go see them. Super excited. And yeah, I can't wait. Definitely been a dream of mine for a long, long time. So.
Well, I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I do when I'm excited. I clap. Even when I'm teaching lessons, that's what I tell them. And when they first come, I'm like, sometimes I make faces, and I also clap and cheer. So just be prepared.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it for sure.
So, everyone in my chat, we're so glad that you're here. We're new to having guests, so I have not learned the art of focusing on people up here on a panel and keeping up with my chat. So just everybody here, please know you're welcome here, and we're so excited that you're here. So thank you.
100%. That's the best part of YouTube, hands down. It's not the videos, it's not the live streams, it's people in the community. That's the best thing for me. It's you guys.
We were not expecting that, and we were so happy. Yeah. So happy to figure that out.
Yeah.
To find that. And it really changed our focus and took all the stress off. Yep. Well, most of the stress. I still get stressed when I'm editing. But so for those who, we may have people here who are not familiar with your channel. So what is your channel about?
Where do I start? It's a mess. It's a mess lately. Well, I guess number one is outdoor adventures. So I'm always trying to go outside in nature, whether it's just going for a walk, at the park, or going for a hike at the beach, desert, the mountains. It's outdoor adventures, whether it's going on a kayak or a paddleboard, or hopefully here pretty soon on a motorcycle. Just getting out in nature and just getting away from the busy life. So outdoor adventures for me is number one. That's my motivation. Nature inspires me to go out there and just be me. Be alone and just soak it all in and just breathe. Number two, it's about van life. I've been living the van life for 1,729 days, almost 5 years. And I absolutely love this lifestyle. I will never trade it for anything.
That was on my list to ask you how many days.
Yep. 1,729 days living the van life. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I'm very lucky. I'm very, very lucky. And the third thing about this channel, it's about the community. It's all about this community because this community inspires me to do all this crazy stuff, and I love it. I'm so fortunate, and I'm very grateful for it. That's for sure.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna shower you with some love here, okay? It is season of gratitude after all.
I'm a mess. Stop it.
Here's one more cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, I did it that time. Okay.
If you're gonna shower me with something, then I'm gonna have a request. I have one request for you to do, but go ahead and you can start. You can start first. I have one request.
We are so grateful for you because you have inspired us. With your antics have inspired us. Your sense of humor has inspired us. You have helped me through a hard time and helped me work through some things. And I appreciated that so very much. Very, very much. You've inspired us, and this community, I'm so thankful to have connected with this community almost at the very beginning of our YouTube experience, because you all, through watching you've taught us how to be what we are, how to do our lives, how to be inclusive and appreciative, and we would have been appreciative, but seeing you all express your appreciation to others,
Yeah.
I learned what a good feeling that is. What a good feeling that is. And so we learned from the start, from the very get-go, to do that. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So thank you for that, Ray. Thank you.
100%. 100%. You're making me cry.
Oh no. Oh no. I almost did too. Crying, man.
Oh man.
But and then
No.
I have to say,
Yeah.
I have watched you walk on some of your hikes way up high on paths this wide with no guard wall or anything, and you're just walking through there like, here I go, and I'm like holding my breath. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, well, it's definitely fun, but I never do anything to put my life in jeopardy, that's for sure. I take it slow, and it's definitely fun. It's definitely fun to get out there and live on the edge a little bit, right? Because
Yeah.
you know, if you don't do it now, then when, right? But it's definitely fun to get out there to the Grand Canyon, to Mount Whitney, and just get out there close to nature, out there in the middle of nowhere where you could be in a space all by yourself with yourself or whoever you're hiking with, and just breathe for a little bit and just enjoy the moments. And that's what I love about it the most, for sure.
Oh yeah, and that comes through. That comes through.
Yeah. And I want to do more of it. And so this last year, I've been so focused on this new job, and things are going to be changing here pretty soon. And so hopefully I'll be able to have a motorcycle here pretty soon where I could just go like this to get out there really quickly, out there in nature, and just explore and get outdoors more often and cheaper. Because, you know, my van is so heavy, I get 16 miles per gallon, where this motorcycle is going to get up to 75 miles per gallon.
Oh yeah.
So it's a huge difference right now. So
big difference.
Yep. So
is I think I saw Mellow Nomadic Adventures there in the chat. Is this first Friday, Marshall? Is this your first Friday live? I haven't even looked at my.
Yeah, I believe they go live today. Yep.
Okay, so we want to be sure and
and
remember that at the end. I wrote it down, but I was unsure. So yes, it is. Okay,
very
circled
cool.
that. Okay.
What? So I have a request.
Okay.
So you guys inspire me, and you know, whether you guys make a comment in the chat, or when you're doing your live stream, you'll say something, or in your monthly challenges, or in your coffee mornings when we're having coffee together, you'll say something, and you inspire me to create something, to make a video, to make a picture, to go out there and do something. And so I'm grateful for you guys, because you guys inspire me as well, all the time, and I really appreciate that. So my request for you is, I want to see one of your moon videos with you playing one of the Native American flutes that you have. So a combination of one of your moon videos with you actually playing the music to it. That's my request.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
Got it.
Cool.
Hear that flute? You're going to do that.
There we go.
Okay.
Very cool. Thank you.
Oh, did you have any questions in particular you want to whisper to me or anything? He doesn't whisper on our lives either.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
How you doing on this? All right. Doing all right? He's doing, I got a thumbs up. He's good.
Yeah.
You do that, you're going to raise it high enough they can see. There it is. There it is. What? Oh,
it's
I was
hot.
reading
It's
and
hot.
So, okay.
Look how hot it is. I'm like turning red.
You are turning red. Red hot chili peppers. That'll do it.
Oh
That'll
man, I
do
can't
it.
wait. I can't wait. So cool.
Let's see. I watched one of your Alabama Hills videos the other day. And if I'm not mistaken, because I had not put this together, I'm like, that's where he did his intro video with all of his rays. I recognize that rock. I recognize that rock.
Yep. Oh, that is my favorite place in the entire world. They've shot hundreds and hundreds of country western movies. Iron Man, The Gladiator. It's a movie set, and to be able to boondock in that location where hundreds and hundreds of videos and movies have been made there, in between rocks, the desert, Mount Whitney in the background, and you're able to camp there for 14 days for free. It doesn't get much better than that. And so, yeah, that is my favorite place in the entire world. And a lot of my inspiration for this channel comes from there, 100%. And I miss it. And I can't wait to go back there again. That's for sure.
Well,
for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%.
So, I don't know if you are watching the chat. Have you seen any questions or anything for yourself? I'm getting ready to look. I apologize, guys. I'm new at having a panel, and let's see. Yeah, Kathleen says, right. The hills were climbing with rays that day. Yeah. I had not put that together until then.
Yeah, the color of my logo comes from the rocks. The colors of the rocks, the boulders out there. I took a sample from one of the rocks to make that color of the logo. The crows, just hanging out there, out there in the middle of the desert, and it's just fun. Definitely inspiring for sure.
Well, there's a question from Box Van D wanting to know what you're drinking.
D, this is a mess. D, it's a spicy mango margarita made with some tequila and some red hot chili peppers in there. And it's spicy. It's a spicy mango margarita. It's delicious. It's burning my stomach and it's making me hot. It's a mess. D, cheers. Cheers, my friend.
Awesome. I'll cheers with my Coke.
Woo!
My Coke's not making me sweat.
Oh, it's almost hotter than my van. I'm inside an air-conditioned house right now.
Oh, Mobang says Alabama Hills in October. I interrupted you. I'm sorry. It's what?
Let's do it, Tim. Let's go to the Alabama Hills. Absolutely. No, I'm saying it's hot in here. I don't know if it's just me or it's the margarita or both, but it's hot in here.
I'm looking for some questions.
Yeah. No, we have a great community. It's crazy how that we can inspire each other, right? And whether it's a simple comment or if it's a YouTube video or it's a live stream or just hanging out on a panel, that we all get to hang out and be friends for life. And that's absolutely one of my favorite parts of this community is that we're gonna be friends for life, and I can't wait what's next, so it's just so cool. So cool.
It's been life-changing for us.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't even say it all.
Mm-hmm.
I just got goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge.
Yeah. It's when I'm at work, I'm thinking about you guys. When I'm going on a hike or working out or having coffee in the morning, I'm thinking about you guys all the time. It's so true. So true.
Oh, there's Van Life with Gina. Oh, I thought she had a question. She can't tag, but she's listening and driving.
And it's all Gina's fault. Or is it my fault? It's all my fault that Gina does all this stuff. Yeah. Gina's awesome. There's so many words I could say about Gina. She's awesome and amazing for sure.
Okay, well, there's no way I can get through all those comments, but everybody, just a reminder that we're not greeting everybody individually, but we just are so happy that you're here. We're so happy that you're here. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. And Ray, on those challenges that we do, I don't know if you remember, but you showed up and said, Ava, I need a challenge. And so we did a challenge and we've been doing them ever since.
Oh, is that me?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, man. I do. I love that we could, we all have problems, right? we all have solutions for each other, and we all inspire each other, and that's what I love about this community is that if we're down, if we're unhappy or feeling down, we're all here together to boost each other up, to inspire each other, to go out there and challenge ourselves to do more, right? And so that's what I love about it. You know, a simple comment in a video or in a chat is just inspiring. I love it. And I take a lot of my live streams and a lot of this mess is inspired by you guys, and I love it. I love it 100%.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being up here, Ray. You're welcome to stay. You
Yeah.
don't have to leave. We're also featuring another guest. The channel name is Canadian Fishing Musician. And he just put in the chat, is everybody ready for some new original live music?
Woo!
Yeah. Yes.
Well, absolutely. In fact, I'll go ahead and drop down. I want to thank you guys. I love you guys' music. I wish I was there every Friday when I'm at work. I'll sneak in real quick for a couple minutes while I'm on lunch or a break. I'll swing by and listen for a little bit. And I just love your music. I love you guys. And thank you very much for having me up here. I really appreciate it.
We love you, Ray.
See you guys soon, okay?
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. See ya.
All right. Well, our next guest is going to be, I don't know if you all are familiar with him yet or not, but you're getting ready to be. And his channel name is Canadian Fishing Musician. And if he'll wave one more time, I know he's ready. I'll bring him up. There he is. All right. Here we go. There we are.
How are you?
Hello. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for coming up. We appreciate it so much. I was like, I don't know. I'm afraid. I'm like, I'm just going to push the buttons and push send, right?
Nice.
I love that background. Love it.
You. Thanks. Halloween's coming. It's not quite here yet, but I'm very festive about it. I love it. So it's probably my favorite. So
awesome.
I'm building up. Yes. So thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it very much. I know we were talking about it, and then I got the email, and I was like, the first Friday was a little early for me to schedule, but it worked out perfect that I could come this Friday. And
awesome.
Everything worked out great. Yeah.
I'm so glad. I am sort of embarrassed because I can't remember where I came across your channel. It was a live chat somewhere. And I don't remember.
I remember that I came into your stream once or twice and checked you out. I made a couple comments and left. And then I believe you might have found me in Tasha's stream, maybe. I might be. Or
yes.
Maybe Tasha's with Art and Adventure. Yeah.
Yes. So, that would be right.
Yes.
I'm so glad I did. Now, if I'm correct, I didn't want to say your name because I've never called you by your name. Is that okay? Is it Rich?
Yeah, it's Rich. Yes. Yeah. Rich is it. Not literally, but my name's Rich. Yeah.
Okay. and Judy, right?
That's correct. Yeah, she is the queen, the CFM queen. She's in there.
Yes, I see her there in the channel, right there. I mean, in the chat.
Yeah. Right
there. All right. Well, yeah. I went to your channel, and the first time I went, it was Too Alive. And I always say hi when I go somewhere. I always say hi. And, you were just so relaxed and friendly and so nice to everybody there in your chat. And it didn't take me long to see that you have a very kind heart. Yes. And you are into helping others and sharing helpful tips with others to make their YouTube experience easier. Yep. And I just enjoy that so much. And your music, oh my gosh. Phenomenal.
Thank you so much. I think one of the first things that resonated with you is when I'd seen Doug's guitar playing and how structured he was behind you and how you could kind of fool around with him, and have fun with him. But he's so in key with the guitar, and to have that level of respect that was my first catch. That's kind of what had me hooked. Was like, he can play this song for 3-5 minutes long, and she's pretty much cueing him when to go. Here's the notes, but I'm going to tell you when. Okay, go. Okay, up, now down, now up, now down, now go. And he's on cue, not missing a point. So that shows a lot with the discipline and respect to the guitar. And so that to me was a catch for me right there. I was
Thank
sold
you.
with the way you guys work together in a live performance. It's fun.
Thank you. So also here's the disclaimer, so nobody wonders. Doug doesn't talk much on our channel at all.
Yeah, I've noticed.
And when I asked him to do a YouTube channel with me, his response was, sure, as long as I don't have to talk.
Yeah, that's
So
okay.
that was our agreement from the beginning. And so I just want to make sure that you're aware of that, so you don't wonder why it's me doing all the talking.
just talking out loud, but it could be a selling point for your YouTube channel, like 10,000 subs and Doug will say a sentence. He'll open with an intro video, or yeah, learn more about Doug at 10,000 subs.
That'd be something to see.
Yeah, well, I've seen some channels, like I don't want to quote anybody. One channel in specific, he wore a whole mask, and you didn't know who he was, or who the character was, and so his catch was, at say 500 subs, I take my earpiece off and and then his headphones, and so he worked his way down. It was a catchy thing. Yeah, he did really well. He's a really big channel, but yeah, it's fun. Super fun. But yeah, I definitely like to see channels. I know what the YouTube grind is, and though like I'm still considered a very small channel. I've reached some milestones, I'll give you that, but the grind is tough, and for new channels and stuff, I find the moment you start looking for information about how to do things, we get the ring around from the channels telling us how we got to pay for things to get it done. So I strive on finding the ways to do it free, and then find ways to get that out to people that support my community, or support the community, I should say, in a more personal aspect of YouTube, in a sense. People that are most actively out there and supporting people, those are the kind of people I just kind of surprise them and go, voila, there's a thumbnail, voila, there's here's a cartoon character, or an avatar, or a logo, or the list goes on. So those are all things that I have involved with my channel memberships that I have that just got recently released in the last couple of weeks.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes.
I saw I watched your video about having memberships earlier today, as a matter of fact.
Nice.
And a couple of others. I watched you fishing. So part of your channel name is Fishing, Canadian Fishing Musician. So you like to fish?
I love to fish. It's I think when I was a kid, it was a toss-up. When I was at home, I spent all my time with a guitar, and the moment I could ever get, any time I could ever get, I'd want to get outside and go fishing. So there was always the two of them in a big influence in my life. Fishing seemed to be the way of me getting through school. I had kind of a rough upbringing, so my attention to school and my focus to sort of authority figure tend to be like lacking, I guess, if you will, for better words. But, it was tough going through school, and so they'd realized, I'd hooky to go fishing all the time. I would always do it. I would leave home, I'd have rods ready outside, and I would pretend like I was going to school, put my bag down, grab the rods and run, and I'd go fishing all day and come home and take my beating. So, this was an ongoing thing. So to get me through school, I'd have to do essays on fish. So in math, I'd count fish. In science, I would talk about fish and the chemicals of fish, and the chemicals and habitat and stuff. So this is how they got me to go through school. And I really wanted to be a professional fisherman. That was kind of like my dream as a kid with my best friend. I think up until about 12 or 13, we believed, no girlfriends, we're not going to get any girlfriends. We're just going to be professional fishermen. You know what I mean? And this was our dream. Well, that changed quite quickly as soon as we hit high school. But so, but yeah, fishing has always been a huge aspect for us. And part of YouTube, I think one of the hottest tips that I learned was finding a niche, kind of finding that thing, that makes you, the passion, something that makes it fun, because for YouTube, it has to be fun. You know, when you press record or when you go to click something, you want it to be fun. And I think a lot of people like to see people having fun. You know, it's a great vibe. It's a great positive thing. And so when I realized that, I first started YouTube 2 years ago before you could go live. All I posted was original music. And so you can imagine, with nobody knowing what at that time it was called Rich Within Music, which meant music written rich within ourselves. But I guess the name was a little too literal and too in depth, because no one was ever searching that name, and so the music became really hard to find. It's a huge world of people posting music out on YouTube. So then when I realized to find my passion, what is the passion? What do I love to do? What can make this, spice this up even more? I realized, well, I love to fish and I love being outside. And when I'm playing guitar, I love being outside. I love playing matinee gigs more than anything, like restaurant gigs by a lake. You know what I mean? Like that sensual feeling of artistic creativity just comes over you. You feel connected to the spirit of the world. And so that was when I realized, slow this down. Let's figure what's going on. And so that became the Canadian Fishing Musician. And so I post fishing videos sometimes, and I go live. Sometimes me and Judy, just to connect with our fan base. Not regularly now. I've been doing a lot more music now to hit that algorithm for YouTube to acknowledge, hey, I'm still a musician here. Put my videos with musicians, But yeah, so that was the incentive. That's kind of how the Canadian Fishing Musician developed. And ever since, it's been great vibes. I didn't realize how powerful and effective and amazing a community can be just through the internet. I don't know if you remember back in the day, Yahoo Chat.
Yeah.
Like there was Yahoo Chat, and you could find a karaoke chat or something where you could get on live. You could sing a little tune over and wait in a list with a bunch of people on Yahoo Chat, and they would have these karaoke sites. And so, I remember those back in the day. They used to be really effective. Now, with it being live video and visual, you're able to make that connection with people. The moment you come on a panel and you become involved and connect with people, it becomes more than just, a comment, if you will. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you connect on a so much better way. And so it allows the people in the chat that are in the room and stuff, it just allows this really cool connection. So for me, playing live for the last, I'd say 15, almost 20 years, the last 10 years I was really active doing it and playing in pubs. The 10 to 2 gigs is what I call them, the 10 p.m. to 2 gigs. The main incentive is to go to a bar and get drunk and have a great time. And there's nothing against that. But to be the act, to be the musician dancing in front of it all, the exposure can be minimal. People may not remember who you are in the morning. But the moment you're playing live on a YouTube, and you're playing in people's personal living rooms and stuff, the incentive, the intimacy, the importance, the camaraderie, the communion of it all is just like, it's overwhelming sometimes. It's just like, whoa. It's so much different. It's so much different on an element as a musician to play. So I strived really hard on making my sound as immaculate as I could over internet so that people could hear, basically this is what it'd be like if I was playing in a club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I try, but it's very hard. The signals, internet, if you don't have the right signal, everything, the technology always has a way to get involved with the musician.
Yes, I know. I second that.
Always, there's something, the iPad's not charged. Something comes up, like it's, it's always something. So yeah, that's my channel. That's kind of me in a nutshell.
Awesome.
I really appreciate. Thank you so much for having me up here and allowing me to get to know people in the chat.
Much. I want to take a moment to ask my moderators to please drop his link. I have it pinned at the top of the chat, and also CFM's Queen, if you could drop her link. I saw somebody dropped her link once already, but just kind of keep that link rolling so everyone can get to know them. They are fantastic, and we're having music questions. They're ready to hear you play some music. Box Van D's asking, what kind of music do you play?
Well, let's start with one. I will give you kind of an incentive. Everything that I write has a message, lyrically, to some degree, but it's all about healing and positive vibes.
Absolutely. And I got to
So
tell you, I was at one of your live chats and you played one song and I just cried. It
it
touched me
might be
right
that
here.
song. It might be
Touched
that
me
song.
right
But
here.
I
Right
might
here.
not. I may not open with that song, but I'm gonna open with a fishing song to can relate to the title of my channel. But
Is it all right if I make you full screen?
no, by all means, go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to try. Let's see if I can remember how to do it.
You just go up to the right part. There's three little dots on my camera view. On the screen, on the StreamYard screen. Just go to the three little dots on my camera view and press solo layout. Should be at the top. It'd be your top left.
Oh, I think I see it.
Yep,
Oh,
that's you.
wrong person.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, how do I make it you?
That's okay. So
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. So, okay.
there you go. All right, this is a fishing song that I wrote not too long ago for the fishing community, an inspiration, kind of give back to YouTube and for the people that helped me get over my 1,000 subscribers mark, if you will. So this is called The Great Outdoors. 6:30 in the morning, loons are calling. Well, the sun heats up my face. The waves are crashing, heartbeats are smashing. Can it truly be a better moment than this? Walking down a shoreline, I couldn't help but pay mind to the beauty of a moment like this. Craving the tide lines, fishing the shorelines. Can a moment get any more bliss? My gears in place, the sun's on my face. There's only one thing left, and fishing. The great outdoors. If I ain't fishing, I'm missing my fishing, and the wonders is explored. The feeling, the fire, commitment, desire to keep moving on. Through all the obstacles, wading through the depths of nature's flaws, and just for a moment like this. What I wouldn't do just to make this moment through and through. If I'm not fishing, I want it to be true. There's nothing like the bite fish until the evening light, the turning on the headlights, and the moments best shared with you. My gear's in place, the sun's on my face. There's only one thing left, and fishing. The great outdoors. If I ain't fishing, I'm missing my fishing, and the wonders is explored. Ooh, I'm fishing. Ooh, that's a life for me. If I ain't fishing, I'll be missing my fishing, and to be free. Ooh, I'll be fishing. And that is, there you go. I think you're still muted, my love.
We are. Let's clap again. applause is still just as meaningful.
Thank you so much.
Well, they are loving that. That is awesome. So I'm just so thrilled to have you here, and I won't be so. I'm kind of shy. I know I giggle a lot, and I can talk forever on a live, but I'm actually kind of shy when it comes to reaching out to people and going up on other people's panels. So um I won't be so shy anymore.
That's okay. Yeah, no, by all means. I mean, for me, I think first and foremost, I'll say you've done a very well job at greeting the guests and keeping the focus, but as well letting the chat know that this is the orientation of the way the live's going. Once you've done that and solidified that, the chat's rolling. You know what I mean? You'll start realizing that they're there for love, man. They're there to support you. They're here. You know what I mean? So you can kind of relax. And so, like, I kind of get that same vibe going on in my stream as well now. And so, like, people are there. They're there for the music. They're there to love, and they loved it, And so I really appreciate that you've introduced me to a community that's very, very similar to, like, I'm looking, when I'm playing, I can't look at the chat because,
Right.
I start looking at the chat. I have the chat popped out. I don't know if you know how to do that. You can pop the YouTube chat out so that while you're streaming, you can see the chat in real time.
I got the YouTube chat here.
Yeah. There you go.
Chat over here.
Yeah. So, yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. But yeah. So, I can't look at the chat while I'm performing. I'm a very feely kind of guy when I'm playing, and it could take anything just to throw me off, right? So I appreciate everybody just kind of doing their thing and clapping and stuff. I hope that they don't mind that I don't able to kind of thank every individual person kind of thing. I do a lot of that. Yeah.
No, that's right. And when we're playing music, that I always say we love emojis when we're playing music because I can't see what you're saying, but I can see the emojis rolling through.
Yeah. So do you play, I wanted to keep it original based, obviously, for music, for your channel. That way, the video stays at its best content for you. So that's what I had planned on doing for tonight. I wasn't going to play any covers or anything like that.
That's fine. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
So
how's the chat doing? So I see a lot of, as long as
I don't see any questions yet.
As long as you're not as shy as Doug.
Yeah. No, I'm not as shy as Doug. No, when we met, Doug really is shy. I'm shy, but Doug is really shy too. And I asked him out on a date.
Nice. Yes. That's awesome.
And I think he said something like,
I'll think about it. I'll ponder on it. That's awesome, man.
Oh, goodness.
That's
well,
really
it looks
cool.
like
Hey, I'm a pretty aggressive person myself. Like, when it comes to, if I like something, I want it, I'm going to have it, I'm going to get it. And I believe the power and infestation of believing in something strong enough, if it's in a healthy way, you can achieve anything in the life with that type of mentality. But Judy actually was the one that was the more aggressor as well, and she was the one who asked me. So don't worry about it, Doug. We're in the same party here. Yeah, she did. Yeah. She did. She was very persistent. Very persistent. She knew what she wanted.
She says she's shy.
She is shy, yeah. She's shy to sing.
Too. When I'm around very many people, I tend to be a people watcher for a while.
Yeah. Well, that's safe. There's nothing wrong with that. You're still there supporting and active in the chat and stuff. And it's good to know because, I've said this too, and I say it to my chat as well. Quality is better than quantity. You know what I mean? And so if I happen to just jump the wagon and support somebody without really taking a minute to get to know them for a second, I could be setting up my subscribers and followers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden that bad taste starts going around. So it's good to be that a little bit assertive, especially for your friends and stuff and people around your channel that are following you.
Here's a question for you. Does Judy play or sing with you?
Oh, the question, the $1 million question. We have had a few occasions where we were live, and one just recently on a friend of ours, Belt Loops. Gary is a great older fella, ex-retired cop, amazing, cool good dude. His name's Belt Loop 29. Has an awesome community over there, like really, really cool. The Homestead community. We had us out not too long ago, and Judy got the nerve to start singing when I was playing the guitar, and so there is a clip of us doing it, but yet to this day I have not gotten her to a point where we can actually sit down and do it. I think it would require a lot of practice and work. She's super shy, but she has an amazing voice, and she does have a video on her YouTube where she's singing with another fella years ago.
Nice.
She was
Nice.
singing Bobby McGee, I think.
Oh, I love
was
that
the video.
song.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Happens to be the first song I learned as a kid growing up. I think it was
Love
5
it.
or 4 years old.
Doug has written some songs, and it'll be me singing them on our YouTube channel. He sings them in private. He sings them here in the living room, but he's said for me to sing them on the channel.
That's okay.
We're getting ready to start putting out our music, and and you've inspired me to go ahead and start doing some covers. We are performers. I don't know if you can, what I mean.
Of course, yes.
I mean it as in we love it.
Yeah.
Where we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to be doing. And so we can't wait to have more music on our channel and do some singing too. But let's get back to what song would you like to do next?
Sure.
Are you going to bless us with another one?
Yes, I would love to bless you with another song for sure.
Thank you.
You can do
All
it.
right.
I was getting another drink made up for me.
This time I know how to operate the solo layout.
Okay.
Thank you for the help. Here we go.
That was really nice, honey. What drink was that? Gin tonic juice? Okay. All right. This is a song I wrote for a friend of mine a few years back, which happens to be some oddly way of a strength of mine, which is connecting with people after they're gone. I write music. I have wrote music. Many of you can see on my channel that help people through healing and kind of gave a voice for the people that have passed away. This one was one that I made for a friend of mine. I performed it on a funeral, and from that point on, it was concrete. It was sold. It touched a lot of people's lives. So this is my song called Backspin It, and it's dedicated to my friend Chad. Leaned in to take your best shot. So many options with what life's got. You always walked around with a smile. So many love you, so many care. So many moments we lovingly share. So many questions I have forgotten in a while. Backspin it to the time when we were playing pool. Backspin it to the time when we talked about ruling the world. Yeah. Backspin it to the time when we walked in a club and seen you smile. 'Cause if I was feeling down, you were there to ease the pain. For a little while. The word is that you are gone, but I can't believe still wear your heart on my sleeve. I'm really required to let you go. And I can still feel within my bones our love and memories don't feel that old. I'm not ready to let you go. Yeah. Backspin it to the time when we were playing pool. Backspin it to the time when you talked about ruling the world. Yeah. when you walked in the club and seen you smile. Cause if I was feeling down, you were there to ease the pain for a little while. Yeah, 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 for a little while. Yeah, yeah. For a little while. Back spinning to the time when we were playing pool for a little while. Back spinning to the time when we talked about ruling the world a little while. Back spinning to the time when you walked in the club and seen you smile. Cause if I was feeling down, you were there to ease the pain. Pain for a little while. Thank you, everybody. It's awesome, awesome vibes, and thank you, Ava, for having me up here.
Yeah.
I hope the sound is adequate. I see.
Sounds good here.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's coming through
Yeah.
for
Okay.
them as well.
All right.
Awesome. Awesome. Love that song.
Is
Makes
that the
me
one that you were
smile.
talking about? Is that the
Yes.
one? Yes, I
Yes.
figured as much. Yeah.
But
When
it also makes me smile.
I will tell you that when I wrote the song, I had to perform. I think it was shock moment because I too was dealing with the loss of my friend at the time when it was written, and it was so quick for me to perform this in front of people. But after getting through it, when I got into the recording studio 3 months after that, to go and get it recorded, I wanted to be a gift for the family. I had the hardest time to getting through singing it because I just kept crying. I had not really dealt with the situation, right? So when it came down to actually focusing and getting emotionally attached to this recording, I come to realize, so anyways, 10, 15 attempts later, he managed to cut and paste all my vocals in and stuff like this and put together a vocal take. But he kept the vocal stretch of me, this feeling and concept. And it's on my YouTube video. You can hear it. It's on there. It's called Backspin It. You can hear I'm crying. There's many times in the recording, and he kept it in there because he wanted that live, raw, emotional feeling.
Oh, yeah.
And so my point to getting to that is that it took almost a year now, to be honest with you. It's been out for a while, but it's taken that long for me to actually pick it up again and start playing and performing it live without breaking down. So in the last 3 months, it's happened to be where I can actually do it. Otherwise, I have not been able to play it live. So I really, the song means a lot to me. But the more importantly, it means a lot when it touches other people and people talk about that.
Definitely touched me.
Yeah.
Definitely. And see, I knew they were going to love you. And look at this question.
Can we buy CDs? I don't sell my music in a say. I have it all right now, just originally on YouTube. I do have accesses, obviously, to downloads and stuff like this. I just give it time or whatever. If there's make some comments, let me know you're a part of the channel and stuff. And as we progress and stuff, I've actually just given the music out to people. To be honest with you, I'll give you a download where you can put it on your playlist and play it whenever you want. Without having to use the internet. So I have no problem doing that. I just like to take a little time to make sure that it's the right people that are getting it,
Yeah.
But for the most part, I've never had anybody say, I want your music, and it ever been a bad thing for me. You know what I mean? Like, give him a song. It's never been bad. So,
awesome.
Do what you want. So, I mean, I would rather there is no price or value on music, but the effect that it has on people when being played, that's crucially important. So if you really want a song, or if you feel that you want one that's on my channel, email me. It's on my top of my my YouTube channel. My email's on the top of my YouTube channel, CanadianFishingMusician@gmail.com, and I'd love to give you a song of your choice by all means.
Awesome. I'm looking at the clock. We will probably go a little over, and that's okay. Um,
Yeah, I'm sweating like crazy right now. I sacrificed wearing my
yeah,
my
I
my
saw
Canadian
that. You
fishing
had that
position, but
video. It's hot where he is, guys, and not just
yeah.
into that screen behind him. His
Yeah,
temperature.
especially since I'm doing all this in a trailer, right? That's me and Judy. We live in a trailer, so we've been doing it for a while now, pretty well, almost 2 years now. So
Oh,
yeah, so everything you see that got is in a trailer, so it's really really muggy hot. But we have ACs going, but just cannot keep up.
yeah.
Yeah, she's super hot.
We I'm looking for. I'm sorry, I get distracted because I don't want to miss anybody's questions if they have questions. Be sure to put the big QQ there so I don't miss them. Y'all are doing great. And thank you all for being here. I feel really bad. I'm not greeting people like I usually do, but I'll get better at this. I'll get better at watching everything going on.
Let's see.
Um, did uh did you have another one you were wanting to do?
Sure, I could play one more if you'd like.
Okay.
Let's see
We
what
have
we
time for
got.
one more.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's pick it up a little bit. Let's have a little bit of fun. We did a little bit of a sentimental song there. This one's called "Itching to Go Fishing." Another song related to my channel. Is everything okay? Yeah? Okay, sorry. Walked up to the shore this morning. The sun not quite yet to hit my eyes, yeah. And there's no room for morning. When the nature steals the soul and the birds fly. And I'm catfishing, oh I'm itching. Can't sleep at night just to go fishing. That's the life I had for me, yeah. Out in a boat, the waves are rocking, tips of the rods won't stop bopping. That's the life I have planned for me. Ooh, yeah, out on the lakes of our country, yeah. Out on the lakes of our country, yeah. Well, waiting for a bite, I look in the sky, I ask myself and I wonder why. How I ever wanted a life better than theirs. The line gets tight, I'm set for a fight, so I buckle up, I put my feet just right. And the rest of the story is nothing but waves. I'm catfishing, oh I'm itching. Can't sleep at night just to go fishing. That's the life I had for me, yeah. Out in a boat, the waves are rocking, tips of the rods won't stop bopping. That's the life I have planned for me. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, yeah, ooh yeah. I'm catfishing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, I'll be fishing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Catfishing, yeah, yeah, yeah. If I ain't fishing, I'll be up all night, I swear I'll be itching.
Awesome. Yeah. Sorry about popping up there. I was actually typing in the chat. I don't even know. I wasn't
It's
even
okay.
aware till I heard you say something. I'm like, oh,
No,
crap.
no, it's fine.
I don't know
It's
if you
okay.
read my lips. It went like, oh, crap.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
There's
totally fine.
a QQ. We do that for questions so it catches our eye. Box Van D wanted to be sure that you know she just sent you an email. Box Van
Awesome.
D is an awesome, awesome woman, and she is also a songwriter.
Oh, cool.
And we just love her. She is
Wow.
awesome. And
Am I sensing a collaboration here or something? Maybe?
I don't know. But
That'd
she
be
is a
super fun.
joy. She is a
Yeah.
joy for sure.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. And if
Thank you.
you want to hang out for just a minute, I'm gonna just stay up here and I'll say goodbye to my chat and
Sure.
be
Yep.
right back for just a moment. That's
Sure.
okay. All right. So thank you, everyone, for being here this evening. You all are amazing, and we're so grateful for your embracing us, and we feel it, and we love you for it. We appreciate you so much. You may or may not all have an idea of how much you've changed our lives for the better. And, you know, and a lot of you may get that because I think we've all changed each other's lives for the better um, here on YouTube. And I'm just, it just blows my mind away that that's possible because I didn't expect it when we first started, but I'm thankful for it every single day, every single day. And if someone will drop a link to Mellow Nomadic Adventures, it's First Friday Live. And
Oh, this will be. He's going live after you.
yeah, he's going to go
Okay.
live after us.
So we'll go do a raid then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a
Sounds
Doug
fun.
and Ava raid to Mellow Nomadic Adventures. And we'll be there in just a minute. And I have to say what I always tell you guys because I mean it from the heart. You are awesome. You're amazing. We love you. And if you find yourself struggling, just know you can get through it. We can do those hard things. We can do the hard things and get through to the other side. And don't give up. Never give up. Keep pushing. Keep baby stepping. Just don't give up. We love you. And thank you for being here. Thank you, VanLifeRocks, for being a special guest. Thank you, Canadian Fishing Musician, for being a special guest. Thank you, Judy,
Thank
for
you.
being in the chat. We love you all. Till next time.